Hi Capricorn, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much, my darlings, for joining me on your week ahead reading. So sorry, I meant to upload you along with the rest on Saturday. Something went wrong with your recording, so I am actually recording you again. So for your reading, my darlings, well, I'm starting the reading over again. We are using the This Might Hurt Tarot deck by Isabella Rotman. Fantastic deck this is for the main body of the reading. We're also going to use the Power of Surrender cards as well, showing here, and for your spiritual advice, and also the tea leaf fortune cards. All right, let's make a start then, Cappies, on your reading. Let's have a look. So, Universe Spirit, what is the message that you have for Capricorn? What is the message that you have for Capricorn? Show me the message that you have for Capricorn. What is the message that you have for Capricorn this week, please? Show me the 10 card Celtic cross reading. Show me. Alright, so we're going to lay the cards down, Capricorn. We're going to do a Celtic cross on this. I enjoy the Celtic cross, so let's have a look. So yeah, I'm going to be coming back with readings in this way for a little while, instead of doing the readings kind of with, you know, just showing the cards. I'm going to be on screen for a while, because I enjoy being on screen, to be perfectly honest with you. And also, usually I would record via HD and do all the editing. It takes too long, which is why a lot of signs are getting missed out, because I don't have time to upload everything when I do it that way. So from now on, for a while, for at least probably the next few months, while I'm trying to build my channel back up again, I'm going to be online just uploading as and when. So you might even get me popping in here and there, you know, ad hoc. I might do some live readings. If any of you guys think it would be a good idea maybe to do some live stuff, you know, you can ask a question for free, that type of thing. Let me know, because I was thinking about doing something like that. Anyway, let's have a look at what you guys are focusing on this week, Capricorn. So it's all about work. 8 of Coins. The 8 of Coins is a card about work. It's about, you know, learning a skill or mastering a skill is the 8 of Coins. Sometimes this will show up when you're doing a workshop, or when you are, you know, when you're in a new job, for example, with the 8 of Coins energy. 8 of Coins is ruled by Virgo, first decan in Virgo. It's all about trade and service. So the 8 of Coins is all about providing a service for, you know, for fair pay, getting paid for a service as well. So some of you guys might be focusing on your own businesses, or you're, you know, focusing on getting a job done so you can get paid. 8 of Coins energy showing there. Let's have a look at what's, but 8 of Coins isn't always about work, earning money. Sometimes the 8 of Coins can be about love, putting hard work and effort into a job so that you can get your rewards from that. Just depends. Sometimes the 8 of Coins is about chipping away at things. Let's have a look what's influencing the focus being on the 8 of Coins. The 2 of Wands. Okay, so this is all about a plan. You guys are in preparation. Alright, so 8 of Coins can also mean preparation. But if you see here with the 2 of Wands, what's influencing your hard work and effort is that you've got this plan. 2 of Wands energy showing here. So you guys are actually planning ahead with that 2 of Wands energy, and you're working towards it. So you got this plan that you have, Capricorn, working towards it with that 8 of Coins, putting hard work and effort into this plan. Could also be, if this is a business partnership, you guys are actually putting work and effort into a business partnership. Could be an enterprise. This can be business enterprise, 2 of Wands energy, putting hard work and effort into a business enterprise as well. What's the reason? What's at the root of everything? What's it all about? It's all about the 2 of Coins energy. Okay. So the 2 of Coins could be, sometimes this can be where you're managing 2 jobs, 2 of Coins energy, all right? Sometimes the 2 of Coins can be about managing money. So sometimes with the 2 of Coins, what you're getting is that there's something to do with money, trying to manage your money, because this is about money coming in, money going out, that type of thing. Sometimes the 2 of Coins is all about positive transformation, all right? So at the root cause of everything, Capricorn, and actually Capricorn, that's you, isn't it? First decan in Capricorn, the 2 of Pentacles energy showing here. Can't remember what the planet is that rules that 2 of Coins though. But you guys, the root issue is that you guys have been juggling. You've been juggling something here. You're influenced about 2 of Wands energy. I actually think that this is a change of direction, actually, because the 2 of Wands would be a change of direction too, and you're working hard towards that change of direction. I think it's because you've been juggling too much. I think that this may be a job. I think that you guys have been working really hard. You've been juggling a lot of responsibilities in your work with the 2 of Coins. Could also be money as well. Money with the 2 of Coins would be that you earn money, but you pay it out straight away. So you've been trying to keep all the balls in the air. You've been trying to pay all those bills. this, that, and the other, but still you're not left with enough, because the Two of Coins can be, you know, it's not mismanagement of money. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's, you know, you're trying to manage what you've got, but it's just not enough with the Two of Coins. I think that you guys, this is all about a new direction, and you're working hard towards that. Some of you guys might be focusing on going back to college, for example, learning a new skill, that type of thing, Capricorn. What's been happening in the recent past with you guys? The Fool energy in the recent past. So when I look at the recent past, Capricorn, I'm looking at maybe the last 2 to 3 weeks. So you've been experiencing a new opportunity, a new path, a new desire. You've been taking a risk. You've been taking a few steps towards this new beginning with the Fool energy showing here. It might also be that you experience with this Fool energy maybe a trial, for example, in something. Maybe you tried something out with the Fool energy. It feels like there was a new path that was presented towards you. It feels like you were on this new path, and this might have started from the last 2 to 3 weeks with that Fool energy there, because you've experienced the Fool. All right, I don't think you've made a mistake. I mean, you could have done, though, because the Fool card, it's in the recent past. So it could be in the last 2 to 3 weeks you made a mistake. All right, because we never know. And this is what you experienced in that. So this is kind of like the past. In the recent past, you experienced the Fool. I get the impression some of you guys made a mistake here in the last 2 to 3 weeks on something. And now you're influenced about changing direction. And you're working hard. So as a result of that new direction, you guys are putting hard work and effort into this. You experienced the Fool. I'm getting the impression you did something not very wise maybe in the last 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to ask what that is. What was this Fool about in the last 2 to 3 weeks? Or it might have been an opportunity that you came upon in the last 2 to 3 weeks. What's this Fool? What do you mean that Capricorn experienced the Fool? What do you mean they experienced the Fool in the last 2 to 3 weeks? No, 6 of Wands, victory. Oh, the Ace of Wands energy. Feels like you experienced a support. 6 of Wands is all about support or victory, and this is all about taking action. Ace of Wands are a new beginning. I feel that you experienced some support in terms of taking action on this new. So you experienced an opportunity here in the last 2 to 3 weeks. It feels like you experienced this opportunity is all about the support you had in terms of taking action on this new path. And that's why you guys are actually planning ahead now. 2 of Wands energy, you're changing direction. You've been juggling too much here, and now the influence is to take action. 2 of Wands energy here. The influence now is to change direction, and you're putting your focus is putting your hard work and effort. I think that you guys are being supported in this new direction. Personally, I think you're being supported with that. I think you've got people behind you with that. What's the most likely outcome then as a result of this? Okay. Well, you know, it's going to be a lot of hard work. Let's put it that way with the 10 of Wands. I don't want to say it's going to be a struggle. It may be a bit of a struggle, this new path. But I do feel that there's going to be a lot of hard work involved in this. A lot of hard work, Capricorn. It's not going to be something that is just going to come overnight. Now, the 10s also mean, they also mean ending of cycles. But I don't think that this is the ending cycle of something else. I think that this is really, with that 10 of Wands, it's saying that there's going to still be, there's going to be a hard slog ahead and a lot of work involved. So the most likely outcome where everything is headed is that you've got a long way to go with that 10. Because for me, the 10 of Wands can also be, it's not just an ending cycle because it's a number 10. It's also, you start something, you're going to have a long way to go. Right? It's going to be a hard slog to get to where you want. There's going to be a lot of work involved, which is fine. How are you guys approaching everything right now, the Hierophant? I think that you're approaching everything very seriously, very carefully with that Hierophant energy. I think that you're tapping into your intuition with the Hierophant energy. I think that you're paying attention to all of the guidance, because you might be experiencing these two people here, Capricorn. You may be listening to all the guidance that from this Hierophant here. So you may be, how you're approaching everything is by listening to all the guidance that you can get, by listening to all the information that is given to you. You're not going into something gung-ho. You want it to work. What's coming in towards the latter stages of this week, Capricorn? Right, there's a change coming in. We've got a Death card. So a change. I'm not going to say it's for the better, but I'm just going to say there's a change coming in. A big change. Ending of one phase, going into another. What is your universe advising you to do, Capricorn? So look what the time is. Okay. The page, I think you need to learn a bit more about this Page of Swords. I think you need to explore a little bit more about this situation with that Page of Swords energy showing here, okay? That's what I think that you need to do. I think that you need to explore everything. Okay. I think more research needs to be done. The Page of Swords is a student. He's learning more. So you need more research here. All right. I think that before you go into whatever this direction is, Capricorn, there is certainly more that needs to be learned. I think it's just saying that you still need to learn. There's more for you to learn. The Page of Swords. That's what the advice is from the universe. Learn more, read more, explore more before you actually go towards this new path. I'm going to clarify that death in a moment. What are your hopes or fears? The Empress is your hope. Success, bringing things to fruition. The Empress energy. That's what it is. I think that you're hoping to bring something to fruition here with the Empress energy. You might be hoping for prosperity and abundance through whatever this direction is as well, Capricorn, with the Empress energy showing there. What is leading on from death? So we've got death coming in the immediate future. So towards the end of this week, a big change. Okay, so how things are leading. They're leading towards the Ten of Swords. Now, tens are ending of cycle. You've got 2 tens. All right, the ending is final. So the final end to something here. You've got the death card coming in towards the end of the week, and it's leading, where it's leading towards is the Ten of Swords. Something being at a complete and utter end. It's irrevocably over. You can't change it. Ten of Swords energy. Ten of Swords is a tricky card. You've got 2 tens in the reading. Tens in readings mean change. The ending of a cycle. So this death, let's have a look at what this death is. What is this death coming in for Capricorn towards the end of the week? What's the death card coming in towards the end of the week for Capricorn in 2 cards? Justice and the Temperance card. Mental and emotional balance. There's a change coming in, a big change. It's funny that you should get those 2 majors showing up together, isn't it, Capricorn? Because the Justice card is all about mental balance, things being rectified, things being put back into order. An adjustment being made. But when you get the Justice card, it all represents things being put back into order, rectification. All right, things being rectified, temperance, balance being restored. Things being rectified and balance is being restored. So that death, 3 major cards. So there's something major, something out of your control, perhaps. Or just a gift maybe from the universe. These are very good cards together. The death card talks about an ending coming in. And I clarified and I said, well, what do you mean by death? Okay, something is being rectified here with the Justice energy. So this is completion as well. So there is something coming to completion here. It's just like if you were to go into a court of law and you were to listen to a case about a murderer and justice was served. So finally, justice. All right. You would have the completion of that case. Finally, justice would be served and the case would be wrapped up. That's justice for you. It's not just about rewards. It's all about the rectification of a matter, things being, order being restored, balance being restored. And it's actually that, isn't it? Balance being restored with the Justice energy. Temperance card, emotional balance. This is emotional balance, this is mental balance. So I'm just going to say mental and emotional balance being restored here with both cards, Justice and the Temperance cards, clarifying as Justice and Temperance. Feels like emotion, it feels like something is finally, it feels like something's come full circle on that with the Death card. Mental and emotional balance being restored here. It's leading towards the Ten of Swords. In the long run, it's going to lead towards the Ten of Swords. What do you mean in the long run it's going to lead towards the Ten of Swords for Capricorn? This could be many months later or many weeks later. The Queen of Coins energy and the 7 of Cups. So the Queen of Coins is all about gain. Okay, accomplishment is the Queen. I mean, I usually read Kings as accomplishment. Queens of Patience. Your reading's really weird, actually. I don't know how it follows through all around it, because all I know is that there is a new path. You're working towards a new direction here, and there's a lot of hard work involved in this. All right, there's a change coming here. Mental and emotional balance is restored. I'm going to ask, I think we need to ask for the clues in that mental and emotional balance. What is this mental and emotional balance about? What is it that's being restored? You said mental and emotional balance being restored. What is this mental and emotional balance about that's being restored in 2 cards? The 7 of Wands energy, the 8 of Cups in the reverse. You're not walking away from that. You're returning to it. I see 8 of Cups in the reverse as a return to the 7 of Wands energy. No, you're returning to something, aren't you? You're returning to that 7 of Wands. It's almost like you're returning to a challenging job. It's almost like there's a change that comes in. So whereas, now this is interesting. I'm getting a change of heart here, funnily enough, for Capricorn. because what I'm getting here, Capricorn, is that you guys, you've been juggling a hell of a lot of stuff. Two of Coins could be finances, could be lots of responsibilities within the work that you do, Capricorn. You've just been juggling an awful lot of stuff. And I feel that that is why you guys are very focused this week on working towards putting effort into this Two of Wands, a new direction. Because you've been juggling so much stuff, work, money, you know, childcare. Two of Coins will show up when you're trying to juggle two things at once. So you might have children and do, you know, a job that's shift work, that type of thing. You've just been kind of driving yourself crazy by juggling a lot of stuff. And that's why you're working towards this new direction with the Two of Wands energy, because I think you've had enough. Now, in the recent past, there's been an opportunity here that's come in 2 to 3 weeks. And I actually feel now that this is actually a new opportunity that came in the last 2 to 3 weeks for Capricorn, all right? Now, that opportunity would have been the Six of Wands energy, progress towards a new path. So we're going to use this instead as progress. Six is a progress and the Ace is new path. So it's an opportunity for you to progress towards this new path in the last 2 to 3 weeks, because you're influenced by this new direction and you're willing to put the work into that. So this might have been an opportunity to, you know, to do a trial in a new job, for example, that type of thing. But the universe is saying the most likely outcome, if you do continue on this path, is that there's going to be, I believe, with this Ten of Wands energy, a lot of hard work ahead of you. I don't necessarily see it. I see, yes, it will be the completion of the old, change into a new thing, because it's a 10. But also there's a lot of hard work here, all right? The most likely outcome is going to be a lot of hard work for you to actually get ahead or get to where you want to go to with that 10. You're approaching everything right now, Capricorn, from the from the Hierophant. I think that you're getting as much guidance as you possibly can. I think that you're being very sensible about stuff. But I do feel that coming in is going to be a big, quite a significant change, because it's a major card, Capricorn, for you guys. There's going to be a significant change, because it's almost like suddenly you're getting this kind of, your mental and your emotional state at the moment is going to kind of, suddenly it's going to swing back into, which suggests to me that whatever, even though you're approaching something quite sensibly here, Capricorn, about this new path, it almost feels like you've not been thinking things through completely. You might think that you've been getting loads of guidance and loads of advice with that Hierophant in terms of what this new path is. But judging by the way those cards look coming into the latter stages of the week, Capricorn, it actually feels to me that suddenly this mental and emotional balance is being restored. So it means to me that whatever it is that you've been doing thus far on this reading, up until that point there, you weren't really doing anything with a clear head, not completely, because you're returning to something, I think, that Eight of Cups in the reverse, you're returning to something that's been quite challenging. This is what you wanted to get away from, the Seven of Wands. You wanted to get, and that Seven of Wands, the challenges that you've faced are all in that Two of Coins, because you guys have been really busy trying to deal with everything, trying to juggle children and family and work, and trying to juggle money, and that comes in with the Seven of Wands. The Two of Coins, if you read behind the lines, between the lines with that card, it is all about challenges that we face, but you're returning to that because you say to yourself, you know what, actually, I want to do this new path, but suddenly I've had this change, this huge change, and I just feel that this kind of, I'm starting to think things through a lot clearer, because Justice is mental balance and the Temperance card is emotional balance. So it's almost like mental and emotional, heart and mind are finally coming together, which then suggests to me, because we've got so many wands, the Six of Wands, the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands in the reading, it almost feels like you were thinking more, and the Ten of Wands, it feels like you were thinking more in terms of your passion rather than, you know, does it actually make sense? You were thinking more in a very impassioned way, Capricorn, rather than in a logical way. And that's why I feel that the Justice and Temperance are coming in with that Death card. It's a change of mind. Heart and mind coming together, Temperance and the Justice card, mental and emotional balance being restored here, which then says to me, actually, no, Capricorn wasn't thinking straight before. They would either think, I think you were thinking more with your heart. The Wands can definitely be more like the emotions, because they're all about what drives us. So you were more thinking with your heart than your head. Now we've got the heart and the head coming in together, Temperance and the Justice energy coming in with that Death card. Now, it's funny because the universe actually did say to you, didn't it, Capricorn, do a bit more research. That's the advice, and it's falling in line. These cards here, where it says you've got this change of mind, that comes in Capricorn with the Death card. And it's clarifying and saying, yeah, mental and emotional balance being restored here for Capricorn. They're thinking a bit more straight. And it feels like the universe is backing that up and saying, yeah, you're getting it now, aren't you? You're getting it now. You really have to do more research on this. You can get all the guidance you want with that Hierophant energy. You can try and approach the situation as sensibly as you want. But what you're actually doing is that you're actually thinking more with your heart than your head, which you've been doing all along. You've been doing it all along. Okay, and it feels like you're coming back to yourself and you're saying, actually, no. It feels like, when I read between the lines, Capricorn, it feels like you was rushing something. You were trying to rush to get to somewhere or rushing into something. But it feels like you've suddenly, towards the end of the week, you're like, you know, what am I doing? I need to think about this more. I need to think about this more carefully. I need to get more information. Because that's what the universe is telling you to do as advice. Page of Swords. Research more. Get more information into it. Your hopes are for, you know, just to feel comfortable and happy and to bring things to fruition. Maybe there's more money you want to make, prosperity, abundance, Empress. But leading on for where we've got that change of mind with the Death card, and where mental and emotional balance is being restored through that change. Okay? Which I don't think the change is, because I think it would be too fast. I just don't feel the change is that. I don't think the change is to do with anything with what it is that you've been trying to do, because I believe that the thing that you want to do, Capricorn, really is at that beginning stage. So it would be very difficult to go from that beginning stage to go to the Death, where, you know, it's clarifying where this is two very personal cards, you know. I mean, certainly, you know, the Temperance card is all about spiritual help. You've got an angel who is working behind the scenes, all right? And then you've got the Justice card, things being lined up, angels working behind the scenes, things becoming into balance with the Justice energy. Justice, so, you know, things aligning themselves, angels working on your behalf here, all right? And I do feel that as well. I do feel that you have spiritual intervention with those two cards as well. There is a change coming in towards the end of the week. You know, Spirit is working on behalf, all right? But it is leading to that Ten of Swords and that Queen of Coins and that Seven of Cups energy. I've never seen the Queen of Coins and Seven of Cups as a combination before. What you're gaining is an illusion, I would read that as, because the Queen of Coins is to gain and the Seven of Cups is an illusion. And the Ten of Swords is feeling overwhelmed with mental thoughts, that what you're gaining is an illusion, or what you want to gain maybe is an illusion. So I actually feel that, and I hope it doesn't turn out that way for you, because I'm wondering why you changed your mind so radically. You're returning to those challenges that you so wanted to, hang on. You're returning to those challenges, Capricorn. Can you see how you return with the Eight of Cups reversed to the challenges? It's in the Two of Pentacles. That's what you wanted to get rid of. That's why you said, you know what, maybe you guys had a troll for a new job in the last 2 to 3 weeks. That fall with the Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands showing it. So there could have been an opportunity. Maybe you were successful and you were presented with the opportunity. Success presented an opportunity to you. So maybe you were. Maybe you were presented with an opportunity and now there's this new direction, you're working towards it. But there is, and I'll read this another way as well. Oh, wow. There's so many ways to read this reading. What time is it? Seems to be taking forever. I'm going to read it another way because I just had this thought as well. Some of you guys might have started something in the last 2 to 3 weeks. That fall, starting something new. Six of Wands, victory, being presented with this new opportunity. So it feels some of you guys may have in the last 2 to 3 weeks as well, Capricorn, being presented with a new opportunity here. Root issue is that you were juggling two things, and the root issue could also be 2 jobs. Okay, but you could have been juggling 2 things in the last 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. You were presented with a new opportunity, maybe new work, and now what you're influenced by is changing direction, new plan of action, 2 of Wands, and you're working hard to complete that with the Eight of Coins energy. But it's going to be a hard slog, more than likely, to do that. There's a lot more work involved. It may be if there's something new that you're doing. It may be there's a change coming in for some of you guys by the end of the week. It feels like this is divine intervention with the Justice and the Temperance card here. Universe is advising you that there's still more for you to, investigate with the Page of Swords. So even if you started a new job and you're kind of like, by the end of the week, the universe says this isn't right for you, and the universe intervenes in that, and you're no longer at that new job, for example, the universe is simply saying, no, there's more for you to find out and explore. You're just simply, as always, looking for, success and comfort and, contentment, financial success, abundance. If it's a case of some of you guys started something new and it hasn't worked out, or it's not working out and it's ending towards the end of the week, Capricorn, I actually feel, and that's actually you as well, that page, that Queen of Coins, that's you. All right, then I actually feel that it's Ten of Swords energy. It's leading to the Ten of Swords. Some of you guys might not be feeling so good because what you've gained, Queen of Coins is to gain, is all an illusion. All right, so it could be also, just quickly going through the reading again one more time, for some of you guys, it is that you've been juggling too much. And you, in the last 2 to 3 weeks, you may have been looking for an opportunity here. The Fool energy here, Six of Wands energy is clarifying as this. Some of you guys are supported in this decision to take action. Some of you guys, you're looking for an opportunity in which you can be really successful, I guess. Start again, maybe, Ace of Wands energy. And you are very focused on this new plan of action, but it's going to be a struggle going forward. It's going to be hard work to get there. Ten of Wands energy. Some of you guys, a big change coming in. Some of you guys, it's mental and emotional balance here. You're mentally and emotionally starting to kind of put things into order again. And you say, no, actually, I'm not going to start on this new path. I might just return to those challenges that I was so trying to get away from with the Two of Coins energy sitting there. The Page of Swords, the universe tells you research more. There's more for you to know about this new path that you're on. But right now, you need to stay where you are. The Empress, some of you guys wanting, you know, prosperity and abundance. But the overall outcome, feeling very kind of mentally overwhelmed as well for some of you guys. Where has this Ten of Swords got to? It's just disappeared. Feeling very mentally overwhelmed. Okay. Some of you guys, it may be that you have security, but you're looking for so much more. So it could be leading to, from that death where we see a change, maybe this is in your mental and emotional state, that you guys are actually feeling overwhelmed because though you have, you're still looking for more. If you've started something recently, and I know it's a very kind of confusing reading, it's all over the place in a way, but I'm just trying to look at the various areas of it. If, Capricorn, you've been looking for something else and you've recently found it, this may not last, and it may be that divine intervention is at play here because the universe is saying there's so much more out there for you. You just have to look with the Page of Swords energy. And it may be that this leads to you feeling overwhelmed here with the Ten of Swords energy because what you've gained, this Queen of Coins, is an illusion. It's not real. There's so much more for you to gain. I feel really... Either way you want to look at that reading, or you can look at it for yourself in a certain way. I feel really what the reading is saying here is that there is so much more to gain, Capricorn. There's so much more than what you have at the moment. Some of you guys think you've got something in the bag and it will prove not to be in the bag. It will prove not to be the ending of the journey because there's so much more to get. Some of you guys, you've recently gained something and you're suddenly going to become aware, I'm not happy with this. And therefore the universe is telling you to carry on looking. It's time to carry on looking and looking and looking. So there's more to find for Capricorn, okay? There's more for you guys to discover. There's just so much more for you guys to discover in whatever sphere this takes place. A lot more for Capricorn to discover over the next few weeks. I don't know if that made sense or not. I did my best with it, okay? Some readings are kind of like, okay, there's a lot to take in here and it just could go either way. But anyway, that's your reading, Cappies. Thanks for your time. If you'd like to order a reading, click on the link in the comment section below or in the description box. Take care, Cappies. Bye-bye.